the vibe, vibe, vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe, vibe, vibe. Oh, that I got time for. I ain't got the goons, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, vibe, vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sicker than typhoid and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe, vibe, vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Shot. Sit hard. Yo. 180. Let's go. Hey.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long.
At the 9-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Tucker. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Look at this Baltimore defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
3rd and 3.
Grab 50, grab 50. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give him credit.
Camarda on to punt for the Bucs.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 for...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
2nd and 2.
And this one too low. When you look at this defense,
they've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
on the ground, it's Tucker.
There he goes left side. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Sean Tucker
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs are able to add on to that lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, Jackson.
So looking deep here for Flowers.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hey, Ozzie!
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Got it. Ready? Set. Tempo. Set. Let's go. Ready?
And they'll run with Tucker. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Unlock line. Unlock line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Come 19. Come 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Trap roll 80. 70 ranges. 70 ranges. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll set up to throw. His throw incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Ravens 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Second quarter now for Baltimore. It's the Ravens.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run wide side with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Up the middle, Jones. Broken tackle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
2nd down and 8.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, middle.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Jackson now. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
They run. It's Tucker.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 15-yard line.
18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers, 19 Lions.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right.
This ball complete to Trey Palmer.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That is definitely what we call our defensive uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Now it's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, You're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
There he goes, right side. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They go right back to White here on first down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. Now the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Again, it's Jones.
It was Jamel Dean who brought him down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A run to begin the second half with White.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here now a third down and 8.
Back to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Bucs are able to widen their advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Play action. Now Jackson.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Warriors 70. 18, Pioneer.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Fighting his way through contact. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
3. 60 boxes, 60 boxes.
They'll try the left side. Tucker. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Jackson, off play action. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And inside give to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Ravens are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
This time, the extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tucker, and he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
134 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. That's taken it around the 40. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
47-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Middle. 13.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Hey, report. Go. You change it.
Duvernay in motion.
Hey, middle.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Buccaneers 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Tucker, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Hold them ready. Tiger, alert.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Tucker. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd down.
Ready.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Go.
He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, 56 yards.
And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point up and through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Ravens 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, it's Jones. Muscles him off. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Bronco switch. Bronco steady.
On first down, Tucker. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 9 yards. It's second down.
Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Third down. Third and long.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive first and 10 in the fourth quarter.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And they run the option on second down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Back to 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
3rd and long.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They run the counter. It's Tucker. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone.